How long does this usually take?
It takes as long as it takes. You don't just call him like a dog.
There's a million more efficient ways of contacting him, but you do it like this?
Symbols are important. Just like principles.
This is a waste of my time.
You two are acting almost friendly. It's a strange sight.
Batman,
About time.
He didn't say the line.
Gordon,
Kiss and make
you're
up.
dismissed.
Kissy kissy.
this is still my goddamn station house.
He's forgetting I'm the one who can make or break his career right now.
You only remind me every other minute.
Clearly, I need a better method of getting the message across.
You're both behaving like children.
Watch your tone, Batman.
Or what? You'll put him on timeout?
I've been lenient with you so far, but don't push me.
She's got some kind of leverage on you, doesn't she? If she's jammed you up somehow, just say the word. I'll appeal to the mayor, the governor, whatever it takes to get her off your back. I'll do whatever I can to help you.
She knows who I am, Jim.
Oh, yeah? Well, so do I. You're Batman. That's all you ever have to be. That's all Gotham needs you to be. And you, if you're threatening to take that away, you should be ashamed of yourself. I don't want to hear it.
Just supposed to come to Gotham, put the chains on Riddler and his gang, and get the hell out. I'm just saying, this city gets under your skin. Fast.
Well, you're the one who
Know what
stepped
I
in the
mean?
shit, lady.
Best laid plans and all that.
You didn't choose this profession because it's easy. You do the job, or you don't.
You're absolutely right. I guess you locals see it differently. Agent Avesta. She fought to get on this assignment, you know. Wanted to see her old neighborhood. Wanted to see you. Her hometown hero. She wanted to impress you. She admires what you do for the people of this city. Your respect is important to her.
Does she know who I really am?
Who do you think told me who you are? For the world's greatest detective, you sure can be slow. My lab techs were able to replicate a dose of the venom serum from the vial Bane left behind at the police arsenal. But with a twist. It's actually a counter-agent. After a brief rush, it'll flush the venom from his system, leaving him weak and exhausted.
Oh.
Could be useful. So, Wayne Enterprises. Heard you made some new friends.
You're having me followed.
Thanks to you,
I wouldn't have even
these very
said that.
bad people have an EMP and a key that'll open every lock I would want to keep bolted shut. They're clearly planning something. The stakes are too high to leave anything to chance.
I'd tell Waller she said I should.
You know, I actually considered
Use
asking
Bruce
you to
Wayne's
infiltrate
mask.
Riddler's gang. Before everything blew up, I knew I could count on you to get me close to them. Close to Bane. You're good at this. Seems like you've already won Harley Quinn's trust.
What you saw was just a test.
Why
An
are my
operation like
eyes
theirs
yellow? I
requires
chose
someone
red.
With your resources. As long as you don't blow it, they're gonna want to keep Bruce Wayne around until they take him for all they can. Get them away from their base of operations. Somewhere they'll be exposed. When they're all together, out in the open, contact me. I'll be standing by, ready to ambush. We'll take them down when they're at their most vulnerable. Sound good? They'll never know what hit them.
You need to involve Gordon.
Don't tell me how to run my operation.
His people know this city better than anyone.
And they have their hands filled with other priorities right now. Batman. If it gets bad for you, just remember. We're out here. When you're in deep like this, you need friends. Let's say everything goes pear-shaped, and you get stuck in there longer than you'd like. Then what's right, what's wrong, it all gets blurry. And guess what? That's okay. Because you're going to have to do some blurry things that you are not proud of before this is done. You hear me? That's just how these kinds of operations go down.
I created Batman to strike fear into criminals, not become one.
Batman's not the one rubbing shoulders with them at the moment. You should think about which one Gotham really needs right now.
You're in. Corner of the finger.
I'm in.
That went by really quick.
Don't stay embedded any longer than necessary.
I'll be in and out, Alfred. Just long enough to figure out their plans.
I was trying to
Good
do
luck, Bruce.
Joker's
Stay
voice.
safe.
All right. Here we go.
Here we go! It's saving awfully long. Hold 5 points.
Hey now! Welcome to our little hideaway and home away from home, the end of the line. We're happy to have you.
Thanks, John.
You said you'd kill him after you got what you needed.
So what? Ain't a girl allowed to change her mind?
Could someone get me out of these handcuffs, please?
Tell me why I shouldn't kill you.
What I have is influence, and that is worth a lot.
Spoken like a man who has never had to do hard work.
Who the hell wants to do hard work?
Eh.
I bring us back the transport and the arms we require. You bring back a worthless aristocrat. We don't need his money. We have what we need to finish this, thanks to me.
He ain't worthless, you overgrown bicep. He already got us an EMP device and the failing ski. I'll betcha I can find a use for him.
I do not care how much these two swoon over you, Wayne. We don't want you here, and we don't need you here.
Oh shit. Joker's gonna.
What the hell?
Turn it off!
Turn it off! Now!
Can you
Those
do
are
something
one-time
about
spins.
It's Freeze.
Freeze is coming. What have you done?
You need to uncuff me.
Don't screw this up.
You fool!
I can turn it off.
Make it stop, or I will seal you both in ice. I swear, if you don't get that electricity back on immediately, I'll send you to a frozen hell.
What'd I do? Is that it? Okay, there's a red mark up there. I'm not being timed. This is kind of goofy. I kind of would rather just one click for each item here. I don't think this is it. I don't know what it was trying to suggest to me. I'm having to click twice, like activate, then click, is kind of undone.
You need to uncuff me.
Don't screw this up.
You fool!
I can turn it off.
Make it stop, or I will seal you both in ice.
It just feels like I'm under
I
pressure,
swear,
but I think
if
I
you
get
don't
4
that
times.
electricity back
Match
on
the switches to the
immediately,
schematic
I'll
display.
send you to a
Okay, well,
frozen
this
hell.
one's off. And this one is off. And now it just turned that one on. So now I need to turn this one back on. And now I need to turn this one back on and turn this off. And then in order, because on the schematic it's going in this order. And then turn that one off. And then turn this one to on. No, off. Wait, no! Okay. Off. And off. And then off. Now that matches something should happen. We did it! Match the remaining schematics. So,
Well, at least we know that it works.
ha! You
must check on Nora.
lovable idiot.
See how she is. You may have impressed these two, but I haven't made up my mind about crushing your skull.
Fair enough.
Everyone back to work. There's still a lot to get done.
Who put you in charge?
Somebody has to give the orders.
Yeah.
That was a
Bane put
nice
himself
job
in
before.
charge.
Come on up to my office.
And Harley and Joker and Freeze allowed Bane to be in charge. But I think Freeze is the one who's in charge here. No one resisted Mr. Freeze.
Listen, Bruce. I just want to clear the air a little. You distanced yourself from us back at your office. I don't blame you, after all the trouble I caused. You probably noticed I like to stir things up. It's a bad habit, and, well, it's made me more enemies than friends. I want to say I'm sorry for messing with your people. Your employees.
I thought it was fun. Accepted. She'll probably be like, I wasn't saying sorry to you. You were out of line. She might say, I'm always out of line. What are you going to do about it? Like, coy. I thought it was fun. That's accepting her as your boss, and Harley Quinn does not like people who accepts her as boss. She's all about letting someone be in control over her. Like I said earlier in the start of this entire episode too, or when I read the codex, she's always with someone else who is the kingpin. She's never quite the kingpin because she doesn't want to take responsibility. So I'm going to say she was out of line.
I know they probably mean a lot to you.
You were out of line, Harley. You had no right roping them into your games.
I said I was sorry, didn't I? I don't blame you for being angry, but I want you to understand. You've seen these animals I work with. In my business, you let your guard down for a second, you get torn to shreds.
I can only imagine.
If I'm always pushing buttons, it's to keep people off balance, you know? Keep them guessing my next move. Keep
Yep.
the real me hidden. I hope you ain't gonna judge me for it. To be honest, I've been at it so long I don't even notice I'm doing it.
You're smarter than I thought. Sounds shady to me. Not for a second. If I tell her she's smarter than I thought, then that's giving her a compliment, a backhanded compliment, and I think she's smarter than to take one, and she will take offense. Sounds shady to me. She might think it's flirtatious. Not for a second. Might put the ball back in Bruce's hand as being in charge or in control. And like I said before, she likes it when someone else takes control.
It's just a part of who I am.
We all wear masks, Harley. You don't have to be a criminal for that.
Even
Oh, shit.
You ain't like these others. Bane's a powder keg. Freeze. Well, you saw Freeze. John's sweet, and believe me, he's got heaps of potential. But he's still a growing boy. You, though, you got your head screwed on right. You're reasonable. I can work with reasonable. We're pulling a job tonight. I want you to be a part of it. You already showed you know how to use that EMP better than any of these other clowns. I want you to come with.
So what's in it for me? What's my cut?
What do you need a cut for? I thought you said you were in this for thrills. Believe me, honey, you're gonna get them in abundance. As for what we're up to, all will be revealed eventually. Using that EMP, though, that's gonna make tonight's job a whole lot less messy. And that no-neck asshat Bane, he loves making a mess. People getting killed just makes his day. If you're gonna come with, you gotta convince the others.
Convince them?
It's a real pain in the ass sometimes, but you need a majority opinion for anything big. And bringing you along, well, you got some persuading to do. Let me know how I can help.
I think I'm gonna get both of these.
I get the feeling Bane doesn't like me very much.
That knucklehead respects strength and loyalty. Show him you got those, and he'll come around. He's a man's man. I don't got much time for all that burly machismo, but sit him down for a beer or something. He'll hear what you gotta say. He may kill you when you're done, but at least he'll listen.
I think I can just overpower him with speech.
So what's the deal with Freeze? He's unique.
You mean why he's blue and wrapped up in machinery? Accident in the lab. Here's the thing about Freeze. Only thing he gives two hoots about is his wife. He gave up everything to try and save her when she got sick. And I mean everything. Job, health, soul, the whole shebang.
She's dead.
Frozen stiff. Keeps her on ice in the next room while he searches for a cure. Ain't that just kooky? I mean, it explains why he flipped when the EMP went off. But seriously, who does that?
She'd be horrified, how romantic, or that's sick. These are... So I'm going to pick one of these, and it's not going to matter at all. It's not going to matter what I say. So I'm going to say how romantic, because Harley Quinn is romantic, and she's going to think that's good. But that's sick. That's kind of hard-headed, and she doesn't really like that. She'd be horrified. And I think anything that I say, Bruce is going to say something stupid like, I'm Batman. And it's not going to have anything to do with what I actually said. But let's see. Like he just said, we all wear masks. And Harley Quinn's like, oh, yeah, you do. Are you Batman? Duh.
I don't know. Sounds pretty romantic to me.
Bruce, you big softy. I suppose you could see it that way. It's just made him into such an angry person. You know, that's tearing him up inside. Talking about his wife is the only way to get Freeze to pay attention to you. But watch yourself. His attention ain't always a good thing.
Yeah. What, you want to make out a little? Guess I'll leave. Unless you want Joker John to watch.